The Taliban is begging for Afghanistan's frozen money to be released as the country's economy spirals into crisis.
This post received a score of 12,000, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Hakmal said that in return for the money, the Taliban would respect the education of women and human rights, the report said. I'm sorry, Taliban, but I just don't believe you.
They already said that and started in the opposite way right after. No reason to believe them.
Plus, I mean, they are the Taliban.
Are you saying they aren't upstanding gentlemen? Well then, I just don't know what to think.
Hakmal said that in return for the money, the Taliban would respect the education of women and human rights, the report said. You first.
If you help me out, I will stop hurting my family.
You mean a nation-state, or emirate, can't run on prayers and electrical cord beatings?
I read about this interaction on Reddit. But it happened in UAE. Person A was a citizen in UAE and talking to an Afghan male about his views on women. The UAE citizen was like, "Why don't you let your women go to school?" To which the Afghan spouted out some typical bullshit. The UAE person said, "So if a woman needs to see a doctor, she can go see a male doctor?" To which the Afghan said, "No, she has to see a female doctor." To which the UAE citizen said, "But if you aren't going to educate your women, how will you have female doctors to take care of women?"
They want foreign female NGO doctors to come in while suppressing their own.
Greater than Hakmal said that in return for the money, the Taliban would respect the education of women and human rights, the report said. This made me chuckle. Those scamps.
They've just beheaded one member of the national women volleyball team too. Respect women, my ass.
It's interesting to see how these guys believe in modern finance, but everything else is 13th century.
Back in the late 90s, Mullah Omar, founder, leader at the time, kept their national budget as cash in some boxes he had under his bed. If you think that's too fantastical, edit. If you understandably want a non-US source, it was also covered in Pakistan journalist Ahmed Rashid's book, Taliban, where he interviewed the Taliban back in the 90s.
What makes it weirder is that he was a really reclusive man. He never gave speeches, and there was only one known photo of him until he died. That's the guy with the national budget under his bed. He did also order the destruction of a UNESCO heritage site. Not that it's relevant, but on top of being a total secret of a man, he fucking sucked.
The Buddhas. He was a tosser.
Wasn't that ISIS? Archaeologists found a bunch of lost treasures in hidden caves afterwards. Edit. Not ISIS, was Taliban.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.